Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Welcome to the channel. Well, today we're looking at convex and concave shapes. And for those of you who don't know the difference between the two, if you're looking at the concave shape, that is the shape that is what I like to call caved in, right? So this one and that one to a certain extent, right? Normally concave is thought of as a sphere, right? But in 2D you can have the same thing, and I'll show you. If I grab, let's say, a regular polygon, right, in this view, and I were to drag that out. Now, technically, this is a convex shape. And as soon as I grab one of these guys and I kind of implode it into itself, like so, then it becomes a concave shape, right? So these are concave shapes and these are convex shapes. Now, when you are modeling in plasticity, you're going to run into this all the time. And I'm going to show you a few methods how to create these shapes, right? So I'm going to leave these as examples so we can see what we're doing, and then we're going to go ahead and do it, right? So I'm going to grab a couple of cubes here. So first one, how do you do that? Well, you grab a sphere. Let me give it some space here so I'm not on top of these. Right, let's move that over. Okay, so on the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a sphere. So we're going to go in here, grab a sphere, pull that out, move to this view. We're going to hit the G, we're going to move it in. Then we're going to go up here. We're going to flatten this guy out a little bit. So I'm going to go and hit S to scale until I have the curvature that I want, right? We're gonna push that down. All right, looks good. Maybe bring this down a little bit, just for demonstration purposes. That definitely gonna work. Then we're gonna go in here in object mode. We're gonna hit Q on the keyboard. We're gonna select this guy and we're gonna do a boolean, right? Okay, so as you can see, all directions, right? What about the second one? How do I do that? Well, basically a similar operation, but in this case, you're going to grab a center circle, right? So grab a center circle, drag that out to about there. Make sure you're in front of your object here on that guy, right? We're going to go back in. We're going to grab this guy. Actually, sorry, we're going to grab this guy. We're going to hit C to cut. Click on this guy. Click on OK. Then we're going to go in, grab our circle. We don't need that anymore. We're going to grab the top of this guy, and we're going to delete. And there you go. Now, the other two, how do we do that, right? It's a little bit more complicated. Well, in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to grab, we're going to do this one first, right? So we're going to jump over here. I'm going to grab another center circle, pull that out. We're going to grab a line. We're going to cut this guy in half. Then we're going to go and get our trim tool. Get rid of this, 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 and this. And then we're going to go here. Don't clip it. Here, yep. G to move that down until we're in the position there we want to be, which is kind of aligned with that guy. Make sure you're in the correct position. So move it over here. Click on OK. We're going to C to cut with this selected. Come on, yeah. Hit C to cut, click on this guy, click on OK. We're going to select this guy. We don't need that anymore. And then we're going to go to object mode, get the top half there and delete it, right? Okay, now for this guy, how do we do that? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to grab another sphere. Let's just jump in here, grab a sphere, pull that out. First, let's look a little bit at the positioning here, that we are where we need to be. All right, looks about good. Position looks good as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to raise this up, go to the top. We're going to jump over here. We're going to go and grab a straight line. Let's do here. Then we're going to hit C to cut, grab our object, click on OK. So now we can go in here, get rid of the bottom part. We're going to go and hide our line. And now we have, of course, an object that's solid, and that's not what we want. So we're going to go in here, we're going to grab this face. We're going to go in here, we're going to click on hollow, 0.001. So we'll get something like that. All right. Then in object mode, we're going to hit G, bring it down. Look at it from this angle, and let's see if the positioning is correct. Not quite. This little ball thingy needs to go down a little bit. So we're going to hit G, we're going to move it down until we are there. Click on OK. Yeah, looks good. And then what we're going to do is, let's see, do I need to make it a little bit larger? I do, yeah. So we're going to hit S to scale. Let's do that, all right? Bring it down just a little bit because I changed the scale. There you go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to object mode, select this guy, Q for a boolean, take this guy, click on OK. And now we can go in object mode and delete the top part, right? Okay, so that's how you do those. Now, there's one more option, right? And that's something that is kind of the same technique, and I use it when I need to make nuts and bolts, right? And the way you do that is, and I'll just take an example. Actually, I'll stick with the cubes, otherwise it's going to be a bit confusing, right? So we're going to do one more cube. Hit C on the keyboard. That's about right. And there you go. I'm going to live with that. So what you can do is you can go and take a line. Let me push this down. Take a line and have that revolve, right? So what I can do is grab a spline curve. Why is it starting over there? Oh, I get it. Yeah, it needs to be on the center. Otherwise, it's going to be a major headache. So we'll do that. Yeah. All right. So we got this guy. Let's get it kind of aligned. There you go. And this is not necessarily the preferred method, but it is a method, right? So we're going to do this, and then we're going to kind of slope down to about there, right? Okay, next up, with that line selected, let's go to line mode. We're going to go in here, and we're going to click on revolve. Go back here, we're going to click on this guy, and we're going to get it in the right perspective. All right, this looks good. Let's scale it a little bit. And bring it down. to about there. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab this guy, hit the Q, then we're going to select this guy, click on OK, go and grab the top half, and delete that, and there you have it, right? Okay, so these are just a few methods on how to do that, and I hope they were of value to you. And if you enjoyed the video, then that makes me happy, right? Okay, cool. See you guys in the next one. Bye.